I'm Adam Jones, and I'm so excited to be doing this interview with famous birthdays. Have you ever seriously considered quitting social media? I have. And when I say that, I mean I actually did quit social media about 4 years ago. I didn't have Instagram, and this is when TikTok was actually Musical.ly. I gave up on it for like a year, and then we got back into it, and then it became TikTok, and then like a year after that, that's when everything started blowing up, and since then, coming to current time, I don't see TikTok or Instagram or any social media going away for a long time. Not in the near future. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose? I get asked this question all the time, so I have a programmed response. It's waffles, Belgian waffles, not the Eggo kind, Belgian waffles with like, the butter, the syrup, all vegan. Of course, I'm vegan, but waffles all the way. If you could take control of anyone's Instagram account for one day, whose would it be and why? I have a plan. I would take Netflix over, their account over for one day, and I would convince everybody to think that I have my own TV show coming out, and it would create all this hype, and I'd probably be shunned from Hollywood, and like my acting career would be over, but it would be worth it. What advice would you give to your past self? I need some advice for my future self. I don't know what I'm gonna tell my past self. I would just say that everything comes and goes. So there's gonna be good times, so enjoy those while those are there. And there are gonna be bad times, so just know that it's not permanent. Nothing is permanent. So, and there will be bad times, so heed my advice. That's what I would tell him. What advice would you have for someone who wants to be a social media creator? Look, I don't have like a rule book, or there's no secret code to becoming famous on social media. If anyone says they have the code, they are lying. I think there's some common ground that all influencers can agree on, and I think being yourself, being unique. Look out for those trends on the For You page. If you watch that enough, you'll start catching on to things. But it should be noted that the big influencers, they set the trend. So don't be afraid to create original content. What are your favorite movies of all time? Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, Spaceballs, anything with Mel Brooks. Not Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. All great movies. There's a theme of like comedy in there, and 80s movies. It's like those two categories. What is one of your most embarrassing moments? I have so many. I'm just gonna choose one. 6th grade, I was in an English class, or LA class, whatever they called it when you were in 6th grade. It was LA for me. And we were in the computer lab, and I was trying to flirt with this one girl because I liked her, and I was making small talk. I was reading my book. And then for some reason I asked her, hey, who's your English teacher? And she said, we're in English class. And we never spoke again. That was really bad. That was one of the worst experiences of talking to girls in my past. If you're watching, I still love you. What is your biggest pet peeve? I have a couple, but I'm gonna go with talking during movies, so that one gets me. Especially when there's like dialogue going on. That's so bad. That is so bad for me. I cringe just thinking about it. What is your favorite video that you ever posted? That's a good question. I think it's my first TikTok I ever posted, actually. So if you scroll down on my TikTok, Floop the Rocket, you'll see it. That's my favorite. But then I also have this one where I kicked my sister in the grocery store. It's not as mean as it sounds, but it's hilarious. That one was fun. That was just like a thing in the moment I just created. And actually did well, surprisingly. But those were my two favorites. Who were the first creators you followed on social media? Oh God, all my siblings have accounts. So I followed a couple of them, not all of them, because I didn't follow my brother, and that's a long story. A funny one, but a long story. And besides my siblings though, I followed Soupy Time and Yodeling Haley. Those were like the first two accounts I followed. And to this day, I don't really follow like anybody. I follow like 11 people, I think. So nothing's really changed since then. I still follow them. If you could travel anywhere, where would you choose? Anywhere in the world. Machu Picchu, that's on my bucket list. I would love I would just love to visit there. Preferably if there's like a train that can take me there and I wouldn't have to hike. But if it's absolutely necessary, I will hike, but I prefer a train. Which accomplishments are you most proud of? Yeah. Which accomplishments are you most proud of? I'm gonna go on a cliche here, and it's gonna be a very broad answer, but just doing things my way. Because, and that applies to like the past 7 years of my life. I didn't go to college, or I went to college for a little bit, but then I left, and I'm pursuing music. And this career field is not a common one. It's not always supported by everybody. So I think that's my greatest accomplishment, is doing things my way, and not listening to the people that told me that this would be impossible. But I showed them. Still yet to make it though, so didn't fully show them. But I'm in LA, and my TikTok's doing well, so I have something. It was great talking to you guys, and I didn't plan an outro of anything to say, so follow Floop the Rocket if you want, and thanks for watching. That was profound.